Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Dharma celebration today. So we gather today to express our joy and gratitude for this practice and for our community. So we do that to celebrate the rhythm of the truth that we are and that we uphold. So we are rhythmic beings, right? We breathe in rhythm with the trees, and we walk in rhythm with the earth. And we live in rhythm with the nature and cycles of the universe. So today we will have lots of things to share and express that manifestation of our rhythm, which is through our Thomas made these beautiful paintings for us that you can see on the altar of nature. And we have music celebration today and food and many other little surprises that we will share later. So before we begin, let's feel the rhythm and the beat of our own hearts as we start this practice this morning. Just take a moment. All right, ready? So we're going to collectively inhale and exhale. Great. And now we can begin. Please rise to welcome B, who's going to lead us with moving meditation.
Good morning, good morning. And a fine morning it is. Beautiful out. Couldn't ask for better weather. We're going to keep it kind of simple today. So we've got lots of activities, and I went on a really long hike yesterday. So I'd like to just begin. We'll do some standing meditation, the Zhang standing like a tree meditation, which has the 5 forms. We'll do each form for 1 minute. Just kind of remind us that there's lots of different forms of meditation out there. But let's begin. We'll find our neutral space, standing tall yet kind of loose. Just imagining that beautiful silk just hanging from the top of our head and we're suspended from. Right down into our feet, we'll root in. We'll stand like this for just 1 minute. This is the first form, and standing like a tree meditation. Slowly begin to raise your arms up to chest height, palms facing you, your body. Imagine holding a ball between you and your hands. Drop the elbows, which will release tension on the shoulders. Hope you hold this position. Just think of the trees and how long they have to hold their branches out. Nice and strong. You may find yourself swaying a little bit in it. Raising the hands slightly higher to about face height. Turn the palms outward. Again, keeping the elbows down, releasing tension on the shoulders. Making little adjustments as necessary. And drop the hands down. Up. Hip height out from you. I like to imagine standing in a cool mountain creek. Tips of my fingers just resting lightly on the water. Maybe you prefer a hot spring. And finally, bring the hands inward, bring that life force to your lower dantian, holding a ball just in front of your belly. And release the hands, bringing them back to your sides. Finish up with some vitality movements here. Slowly raising the hands, palms facing upward up to chest height, and turning them over, slowly lowering them. Find good rhythm in your breath. Maybe it's breathing in as they rise, and exhaling as they descend. Do two more. And go right into side bends from here. Bring one arm up, leaving one to the side. Let's bring it up, breathe in, and now exhale, coming down as far as is comfortable. You can use your hand against your body to help stabilize if needs be. Breathing out, breathing in, come back up, over to the other side. Exhaling. Feel that stretch on the opposite side of your bend. Coming back up. Do one more on each side. Last one. Right. Next one, let's sweep our arms up, crossing them. Now sweeping back, really opening up the chest, bending our back slightly, looking up, bring fists together. Now squeeze all the muscles as you breathe out. And release. Again, breathing in. Make those fists come together. Squeeze all those muscles, every one. And release. Again. Nice massage those nerves with some humming. Do two more. Last one. Finally intertwining the hands, bring them up, push up, out, release, keeping the fingers pointed towards the sky. Down. Two more. Last one. Great. And to close things out, let's open up the legs a little bit more. We're going to gather sky and we're going to gather earth on this beautiful day. Let's bring that energy and rain it over us. So let's sweep up, grab the energy from the universe, bringing it down to our lower dantian. Now opening up, swooping out, bending with our hips and our knees and our backs. Let's grab some of that beautiful Mother Earth energy, bring it to our heart center. Again, breathing in, exhaling, raining that energy over our bodies. Scooping up some energy. And last one. Great, thank you.
Please remain standing. And you can bring your palms in front of your chest. We stand before Ilwansang, our Dharmakaya Buddha, and we make 4 bows to the Fourfold Grace. I bow in gratitude to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the infinite beneficence of nature and the universe. I bow in gratitude to the grace of parents, honoring the beneficence from parents, ancestors, and all those who have had a nurturing role in my life. I bow in gratitude to the grace of fellow beings, recognizing and honoring the truth of interconnectedness. I bow in gratitude to the grace of laws, those that guide us, protect us, and promote justice. Now take a moment to bow and say good morning with your beautiful smiles to your neighbor Buddhas. Take a moment to find a comfortable seated position. And Pete will guide us further on the method to sitting meditation.
The method of sitting meditation is simple and easy. Sit comfortably on the floor or in a chair. Breathe in, grab all your tension, and breathe it out. Open up your chest and heart, stretch up tall, and align your spine from your neck to your tailbone. Relax your shoulders and arms, and allow your hands to rest on your knees. Bring your attention to your breath. As you exhale, release all mental and physical tension. Invite your attention to abide in your chi energy field, which is called Tanjan. This is located about 2 inches below your navel and is the power center for your breathing. Open your eyes and gaze downward over the end of your nose into the floor. Keep your mouth closed and allow the tip of your tongue to rest gently against the roof of your mouth. When your mind is concentrated and calm, pure and clear saliva may gather in the mouth. You may swallow it. Relax your facial muscles and notice your gentle smile. If your face or body begins to itch, do not scratch. This is just a sign of the energy circulating in your body. Simply note the itching and let it pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change position very slowly and quietly so that you maintain a calm stillness and do not interrupt others. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be discouraged or disturbed by them. Simply focus on your breathing without reacting to or playing with those thoughts. Recognize them as thoughts. They will disappear by themselves. And remember, keep bringing your awareness back to your Tanjan breathing center. If you continue practicing meditation for a long period of time, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation in which the mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused, and at peace, with no distinction between self and others, time and place. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, aware of our ever calm and alert spirit.
Now we continue our practice with chanting meditation. So if you could please open up your booklets to pages 4 and 5 to chant the Ilwan Song Vow and the Heart Sutra. Ilwan Song Vow. Ilwan is the realm of samadhi beyond words and speech, gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings and laws, true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, enlightened people and sentient beings. One manifests as both permanence, impermanence, viewed as permanence. One unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is, viewed as impermanence. One unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies. The 4 forms of birth we transform through the 6 realms of existence, progressing or regressing, grace arising from harm or harm from grace. For we unawakened beings vow to practice heartedly, modeling ourselves after Ilwan Song, the Dharmakaya Buddha, cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs, universal principles thoroughly, using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain great empowerment of Ilwan, become one with the nature of Ilwan. Heart Sutra. Bodhisattva of great compassion, deeply practicing Prajnaparamita, realize that all 5 aggregates empty and thus became free from all suffering, distress. So Shariputra, form does not differ from emptiness, emptiness does not differ from form, form is emptiness, emptiness is form, the same is true, sensations, perceptions, impulses, consciousness. Shariputra, all dharmas are empty, they do not appear, disappear, are not tainted or pure, do not increase or decrease in emptiness, no form, sensations, no perceptions, no impulses, consciousness, no eyes, no ears, no nose, tongue, no body, no mind, no form, sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, object of mind, no realm of eye, ear, nose, tongue, body or mind, consciousness, ignorance, nor extinction of ignorance, old age and death, nor extinction of them, suffering, no cause of suffering, cessation of suffering, path, no wisdom, no attainment, with no thing to attain. Bodhisattva relies on prajnaparamita, therefore the mind has no hindrance. Without any hindrance, no fears exist. From delusion, one dwells in nirvana. Buddhas of the past, present, and future rely on prajnaparamita, attain supreme enlightenment. Therefore know that prajnaparamita is the great mantra, is the great enlightening mantra, is the unsurpassed and unequaled mantra, which is able to eliminate all suffering. This is true, not false, so proclaim the prajnaparamita mantra, which says, gone, gone, gone beyond, far beyond, now awaken, gate, gate, para gate, para samgate, bodhisattva. Gate, para gate, para samgate, bodhisattva. Gate, gate, para gate, para samgate, bodhisattva. Take a moment to stretch your body and take in a deep breath. Reach your arms to the sky and release. Breathing out. Roll your neck in one direction and the opposite way. And then twist to one side, stretch the back. Remember to breathe. Twist the other way. And now you may release your legs and make yourselves comfortable. And please bring your palms together to welcome Reverend Ginger. Her Dharma talk's title is Dharma Celebration, Harmony Like Music.
Good morning, everyone. So good to see you all, especially new faces. If you're new to this center, is this because, you are here because you are family members of our members here? A friend of our members? Could you please put your hands up? Thank you. And so who are the rest of you? Are you randomly happen to be here today? Yes? No? If so, you are lucky to be here today because we have this celebration together as a community. So, a world without a music. It's hard to even imagine. So much joy would just be gone. Master Sotaesan, the founder of One Buddhism, saw music as an essential part of life. It became tradition that at the end of each retreat, time was always set aside for a talent show, where, of course, music was part of that, plus some dance. You can tell that music was part of the energy and joy of the gathering. Master Sotaesan's successor, Master Cheongsan, carried on that legacy. He valued music as part of our spiritual practice. As he once said, Through music, let us help save the world. Through music, let us help save the world. So, when it comes to music to Won Buddhists, we are not kidding around. Today, we are celebrating the third annual live music concert. This year, we've given it a new name, Dharma Celebration. We've added a spiritual element to it. Meditation, we just had, a Dharma talk, this one, and a sound bath after the Dharma talk. To bring harmony, not just to our ears, but to our hearts and minds as well. So let me talk a little bit about music. When we say something is music, we are talking about certain sounds that create harmony with one another. Think about the notes, the basic elements of music. The notes on a music sheet are different, right? If every note were just do's or so's, then it wouldn't be music. But when different notes are played together, following certain rules, they create something beautiful, and we call that music. Now let's think about harmony in music. Harmony doesn't come when everything is just the same. It's actually made of differences, different instruments, different notes, and different moods. Some notes are cheerful, some are sad, some are soothing, or some are dramatic. But when they are played in the right relationship, they make something beautiful. It creates beautiful music. To some extent, life is like music. So when we live in harmony with others, with ourselves, and with the world around us, our lives become beautiful and fulfilling. So it's not about everyone being the same, but about coming together in a way that works seamlessly. Master Cheongsan often spoke of harmony, not just as a nice idea, but as a vital way to open ourselves to the good in life. So here's a quote about the importance of harmony from his teachings. He said, "Progress and advantages in the world is that which is proclaimed by the Dharma of harmony. Whether among people, organizations, or nations, success will come those who harmonize well with others. By being free of artifice, generous, and full of virtuous energy. On the other hand, those who often clash with others because they are too clever, judgmental, callous, or crude will find it hard to accomplish anything, whether big or small." Make sense? Simply put, getting along with others isn't just a good idea. It's a practical principle for living well in today's world. So then the question naturally arises, how do we actually get along with others when everyone is so different? We've all heard the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treating others with kindness and care is a moral ideal. But when we truly understand that we are not separate, that we are one in essence, kindness becomes not just a choice, but a natural expression of our insight. In the Dharma words, on Ilonsang, we call this Ilonsang, the circle image back there, Master Sotaesan, the founder, taught that when a person awakens to the truth of Ilonsang, the circle image, they come to see that Although all things in the universe have different names and shapes, they are non-dual in essence. So realizing the truth of non-duality is an essential part of awakening. But what does non-duality actually mean in our daily lives? So let me explain it through two aspects. First aspect, finding common ground in differences. Even when we appear different, personalities, beliefs, backgrounds, or opinions, there is always something shared. So non-duality invites us to look for that common ground. To me, it is like drawing the big circle that includes all the diverse parts of life inside it. Rather than focusing on who's inside or outside, who's right or wrong, we expand our circle to include everything and begin to see the bigger picture. When we step back, when we soften our gaze and open our minds, we begin to notice what is shared. So just think about that, how big the circle you can draw to find the common ground. For example, here at the One Dharma Center, all of us ministers are quite different ages, personalities, and opinions. And yet, we are one in the sense that we all practice Master Sotaesan's teachings. We all share a common aspiration, which is to attain Buddhahood and to guide all sentient beings. This shared vow unites us. Even though we serve in the different areas of the center, we are connected by a common goal. And let's think about us right here today in this Dharma hall. We're different. I'm different from you, right? And yet, you and I are not two. Let's find the common ground, because I see the very obvious common ground that we share, which is the value of meditation. Is that true? Yes? We're sitting together in this space with that intention to quiet the mind, to awaken to the truth, and to share the joy of life. So how do we find this common ground? We have to make an effort to see it. Without making effort, it's not actually easy to see that. So look closely, look carefully. So my father carries certain stubborn traits, something I've noticed in many Korean men of his generations. Sometimes I feel frustrated when I hear him share his ideas on certain issues. But no matter what, he's my father, and I genuinely love him. So here comes my practice. When I see and meet strong, opinionated men who dominate conversations with their strong voice, I often think of my dad. In those moments, I try to embrace them as I would embrace him. So even if I feel frustrated, I do my best to see them with love, just as I see my dad. So have you ever tried seeing someone who giving you a hard time, the way you see someone you care about? One nod. Okay, because I know it's not easy. But that small inner gesture helps me respond with a greater understanding rather than react with judgment. So this, to me, is how I begin to encircle differences. the more we look carefully with love, the more we discover what we share. So when you face challenges at home, at work, in relationships, try asking, what do I share? Conflict often arises from the belief, I am different from you, which often implies, I am right. And yes, so instead of focusing only on someone else's behavior, try asking, how can I draw the circle wide enough to include them within the circle of truth? So finding the invisible thread that connects you and another person, this is the beginning of seeing the truth of non-duality. And this is the foundation of a harmonious life. Second aspect, returning to the source. So the second way to understand non-duality is not by thinking wider, but by going deeper, by returning to the source. While the first aspect is about expanding our awareness to see what we share, this one is about quietly turning inward and simply perceiving what is. The method is simple but not easy. That is, let go of the thinking mind. Set aside the urge to analyze, compare, or explain. Simply observe, without judgment, without labels. This quiet contemplation is known as koan meditation. Koan meditation. So it is not about solving problems. It's about being with what is, allowing the truth to reveal itself naturally without force. So that is why we call it meditation, not investigation. So I'd like to share a moment when this kind of stillness helped me experience non-duality in a very real way. So do you know our Dharma cat, Hammy? Many of you do, right? So it was a quiet evening before just dinner. I had stepped out of the office to rest my eyes and clear my mind. I sat on a bench near the Iron Hall, feeling the cool air of that evening. And then came Hammy. He walked over in his normal stride. He has this normal stride, waving his tail gently and sat beside me. I knew that he wanted me to play with him and patting him. So he and I stayed there. No words, no agenda. When a sound came, both of us turned to look. When the wind blew, we felt it together. We just there together. And in that quiet moment, something opened. There was no me and Hammy in an unusual way. There was just presence of being, the gentle rhythm of life, undivided. I wasn't thinking, this is Hammy and this is Ginger, or Hammy is a cat, I am not. I wasn't labeling the wind, the sound, or the feeling. I was simply perceiving with no filter, with no resistance. And in that moment, and in that state, the boundary disappeared. Not because everything became the same, of course. A cat and a human being are two different species. But because in that moment, there was no separation. I knew he and I both come from the same source, which in Won Buddhism we call the truth of So in our one Buddhist language, it is called the great, the term for the essence of all things. This stands in contrast to the small, which is that of the countless names and forms, the variety of phenomena we see in the world. To perceive the great is not to deny difference or to blur everything into the sameness. It is to see that behind every difference, there is one origin, one essence, and one life. When we recognize the great within all the smalls, the essence within the variety, harmony finds real ground. So let me conclude my talk by circling back to music. Like notes on a page, each of us has our own sound, our own role, and our own rhythm. And yet, we can play together. Let's learn to value both the diversity of who we are and the unity that holds us all. Because harmony doesn't come from sameness. It comes from remembering that beneath all names and forms, we are not two. May we place shared values above our personal interests so that our lives and communities may truly flourish. So I hope you enjoy this day of Dharma celebration and carry its spirit with you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Ginger. Not only Hemi, but we had little birds coming to listen to your wonderful talk, the window. So now we are going to get ready to experience the harmony of Maureen Sullivan and her sound bath. I want to invite you to lay back or make yourselves as comfortable as you would like for this session with Maureen.
Maybe people in the front row, you can move a little bit forward. Let's give more space to people in the back. Thank you.
a deep breath in and let it out. And let it out. One more time. In and let it out. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers, just coming back to your body. Anyone laying, slowly and gently roll onto your right side. Come on back up to sitting position whenever you feel ready.
Thank you, Maureen. How are you all feeling now? I feel like I should whisper. It was so relaxing, I almost fell asleep sitting up. So it's amazing, thank you. Okay, so I just have a few announcements to make. And we have two retreats coming up. We have a retreat, week-long retreat coming up in October. The first week in October it starts. And then we also have end-of-year Tai Chi retreat, and those are online, and also there's flyers in the foyer. And the other announcements are that we will have lunch at 11:50, and then before or after you can shop, and there's clothing swap out there, and there's a discount table from the gift shop. And I have one more announcement. These beautiful paintings by Thomas Libetti. Where is he? Where are you, Thomas? Ah, there he is. He had this lovely book that he just made and published. So this is also available in the gift shop for you to purchase. Lovely. Look, it's all these beautiful. So, and then we will start our music, the music around 12:30. So please join us, please stay and enjoy the wonderful food. Many people brought food and the lovely music coming up. Thank you.